Willie D Live.
All right, because this is where it gets even. Second meeting was at his house. All right, we get there. Now I'm into it now. You know what I'm saying? Had a few shows yesterday, so I had to kind of wake up a little bit. But we at his house. First thing he say, well, I ain't gonna say it's the first thing, but within the first half or quarter of the meeting, he was like, "Hey, is that 10% still on the table? Because you know how that shit go. You said this, and all these internet conspiracy people be in the comments like, you said this. Like, motherfuckers, they be putting shit together, so I like to be precise with what I'm saying. But in the first part of the meeting, he said, hey, bro, is that 10% still on the table good? I say, nah. I say, I had time to sleep on that. I also talked to some people around me, and I also looked at my kids, and I'm like, why I'ma let somebody take something that I worked for as a kid? You know what I'm saying? So no, I say this is like Shark Tank. That deal has passed. So now conversations is like more serious. Like I don't remember every single thing that we talked about, because at the end of the day, with the results, seeing that we didn't have the third meeting like we were supposed to, it really to me was a whole bunch of nonsense and bullshit. Because like I said, if a person really want to do right by you, they go do right by you. You know what I'm saying? And
well, let me just say that. So the reason there was supposed to be a third meeting, because at the second meeting and the first meeting, he requested to see the numbers.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going to get to.
Requested to see the numbers.
That's where I was coming next.
And I want to also bring up, just for we gonna educate artists while we here, okay? Because he said, oh, they come pick up their BMI checks and all that. BMI checks, again, like I told you, those are checks for royalties from the music that is played on the radio, terrestrial radio, not online, which would be Sound Exchange. But what about the record label? I dare, 100%, 200% can show that there is not one tax statement of Sucker Free Records paying Wesley Weston or Clover G Music a dime in the last 20 plus years.
You ain't paid me.
He hasn't paid them anything for selling copies of units as well as digital stuff. So people, that's two different things. When Flip gave him the opportunity to straighten, and let's be real, Hump's trying to come back again. That's why all this stuff is happening. Hump's trying to come back again, so he's using Flip to come up. He's already used Flip for all these years. So
and he said that at the meeting. He said that at the meeting. He say I don't want.
Then the money dried up.
But check this out. At the meeting, he said,
don't call him a thief, because when you call him a thief, you say that I'm a thief too, because I'm the person that helps him and many other artists get their money back
from thieves.
From thieves,
like
bigger thieves. He's just one of them. But to have it, it's just fortunate enough that we have, somebody that can help him, because as big as his catalog is, Flip has at least 300 to 300 songs registered. But his goal is to be in the world record books for songwriting, which makes the publishers stressful on registration. But the fact is, Mr. Hump hasn't paid a dime. And when he had the opportunity to, at least, if Flip said he'd work with you and work with your artists, but we got to clean and fix
right, because he wanted me, and let me say
why
this.
Why can't you just make a payment?
He wanted, because prior to our meetings, he, people from his camp, reached out and wanted me to do music with artists on this label. And I told him I got to get shit straight with him first. How I'm going to do some new music with new Sucker Free artists, and I ain't got paid off of my old business, so I had to decline, even though I'm a fan of the artist. He can rap his ass off and everything, but it was just like, damn, man, I gotta stand on my business, you know what I'm saying? And so
we could also show how much love we was gonna give him. You was just talking about a percentage, because I got everything recorded. You were talking about not even cash money, right? Just decide on what a percent. Show us what the numbers said.
Correct.
And then I'll go get the money, the real money. So nobody been paid for Leprechaun and the SSE. Sony got that money for the last 20 years. Sony, I can show you the money that's, they can't, the number keeps
saying
going
Hump hadn't been paid either?
Hump hasn't been paid either.
So y'all got...
That's what I'm saying. I said, I will fix it, but that's what I told him.
Yes.
So I said, we can take the money, the percentages. If you agree with the percentages, I'll go get the money.
You know why?
Everybody.
You know why Willie did? You know why we can't get the money?
Like,
because he want to do nigga business. Like, I'm sitting there telling you, like, I broke it down to him. I'm like, bro, me and you were the CEOs. Just because we fell out and ain't seeing eye to eye, that don't mean you still take my piece of the pie. You take my piece of the pie. I got people right now that I'm not cool with. We got business and things together. But just because we fell out, I'm not finna take your part. So I'm telling him, like, that doesn't, just because we ain't cool no more, blah, 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 that's not morally right for you to take my money. And it was basically like I was talking to a wall. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so I tell him at the second meeting, I'm like, hey, once again, show me the numbers. And I told him, he was like, look, bro, if I show you the numbers, I don't have that money right now. It's gone. And he said, look, bro, this is how I've been surviving the last 20 years. Off my money, though.
Yep.
It's cool, keep your part, but give me mine. So my thing, I told him, I say, bro, I'm not here to break you. I'm not here to be like once you show me the numbers, let's just say the number is 100,000. You made 100,000 off streams. Streaming wasn't even around when we did our contract. So for starters, you can't even claim rights to that because that wasn't even, you couldn't put streaming in the contract back then because we didn't know it was coming. So I'm like, bro, let's say it's $100,000 you owe me, bro. Okay, me showing love, you know, all right, man, you did help invest in me, man. You did, even though you made your money back. If that number is 100 you made, man, just, okay, give me like 50,000 or some shit, like half of what you owe me type shit. Now, if you don't have that all right now, guess what we can do? Moving forward, when the payments come, I'm trying to show you how I still ain't trying to cripple you if you're telling me you fucking still surviving off of my shit. Okay, you owe me 50K. I forgave 50K, even though you made your money back. All right. A check comes, let's say a check comes for 10K. Let's say my portion of that check is, 5K. I just throw a number out there. And then the other portion is 5K. All right. Let's let you get 50% of your money. Let's let you get that 2,500, and let's put that other 2,500 toward what you owe me. My plan was never to be like, hey, you owe me all this money, and so I don't know if you're scared to show me the numbers because you don't want me to see how much you made, or you're ashamed of what you made. But either way, I was your partner, so morally, I'm trying to sit down with you and get you to willingly show me these numbers. If we go to the court, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to show these numbers regardless. So peep this. This the play that made me like lose all respect. After the second meeting, he told me, he said, okay, look, bro, I'm going to hit Randy up. Randy, runs So South Distribution. He said, I'm going to hit Randy up. And shout out to Randy. Randy actually a good guy. Like as far as with my relationship, I never had no bad blood with Randy. He always showed love. Like, he's just in the situation now, But he's like, I'm going to talk to Randy. I'm going to get the numbers. All right. I said, cool. So a week go by, 2 weeks go by, still got the text. I keep receipts so I can show you proof of everything I'm telling you. A couple weeks go by, 3 weeks, maybe a month go by. I follow up, hey, man, what's going on with the receipts? Well, like, man, I'm still waiting on Randy. All right. A couple weeks go by. A month go by. I say, you know what? I know Randy. Let me call Randy. So I text Randy. I think I text him because I wanted to have it in black and white. So I text him. I'm like, hey, man, can you send me the numbers? You know what I'm saying? I need to see the numbers off the Leprechaun and HSC. But also, guess what I found out when I really looked? He also has a couple of my mixtapes on DSPs. My mixtapes that were promotional items. This is me rapping on other people's beats. These ain't supposed to be on DSPs. Like, how are you selling me rapping on other people's beats? You feel what I'm saying? Like, back in the days, people did mixtapes as promotional, get your name out there. You got them on DSPs. So not only is HSC on DSPs by So South Distributed, Leprechaun, and then it's a couple of my mixtapes.
Are they still on DSP?
Yes.
He said there was about 5 albums that he had that were
Probably so. Probably so.
That's putting him up liable for lawsuits.
It seems like to me that when I hear both of you guys speak, it seems like to me you feel underpaid and Hump feel underappreciated.
Man, you was a loan shark. Listen to me. You was a loan shark. You pretty much. You was a partner. I shouted you out on songs. I showed. It's one lyric I say, some hunt about a lack. You know what I'm saying? I showed him gratitude in songs, freestyles. Like, what else you want me to do? You made your money back. You deboed your way on the front of my cover. You know what I'm saying? So look, let me get back to the Randy part. So I hear Randy. I say, Randy, hey, I need to see the numbers for the, those albums, and y'all selling mixtapes that I ain't getting no money on and it ain't even supposed to be out. I say, Hump say he waiting on you for the, for the information. Randy texts me back and say, Flip, if he asked me, he's like, Flip, basically, and I'm trying to think if we had a convo too on the phone. I feel like we talked on the phone as well, but the gist of what he told me was like, I can't just show you account stats because he's the one that went and set up the account. He said, that's just like the projects, because I put out a couple projects through So South as well, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, that's just like somebody coming to me and saying, hey, show me the numbers on Flip Catalog and what he made. He said, I'm not going to do it. He said, but if, he said he didn't get told to fucking show me the numbers. He said, Hump did not tell me to show you no numbers. So now I'm like, damn. He said, so if you really want to get this done, you're going to have to send a legal letter. I sent a legal letter. I still haven't got no response on no numbers or whatever the case may be. So you sitting here, I'm sitting at these meetings trying to do honest business and talk to you like a man, eye to eye. Let's get past this because there's other money out here these people owe us. Let's come up to an agreement on what you owe me. I'll make it where it's a payment plan where it don't cripple you and fuck you up from paying your bills, nigga, and we can go get this other money. Nigga was not trying to do that. You not trying to pat fair. You didn't want to acknowledge me as a CEO. Like, it was just pretty much like on some Debo shit, like I took that. So that's the reason the third meeting didn't happen.